Hi, I'm Lisa Greenfield with Truth in Hand, and it's time for your daily tarot. We're looking at the week of September 5th through 11th, and between astrology and the cards, there's a lot going on this week. Now, if you love this, please do visit me, truthinhand.com. This is where my love of tarot, astrology, and a lifelong fascination with the map of you that prints out in your hand all come together to give you the best possible tools to help you make sense of what's going on in your life. So, now, are you ready for the week? All right. Each week we draw a card of the week, which is kind of an overarching theme that helps tie everything together. And this week, it's the Seven of Bows, which is perfect. This card is clearance in the Wildwood Tarot. It's about mending, repairing, fixing your toolkit, which is perfect because this week really is some big planetary shifts wrapping up a 10-month cycle. And it is time to take stock of how far you've come, where you're bruised and maybe a little bloody, and how to take care of yourself. It's definitely a week for rest, repair, assess. And it's going to be important because you're going to be in contact with other people this week. And with all of the astrology coming up, a lot of long emotional toes could wind up stepped on. And you want to be in good shape for this, all right? Now, on Monday, luckily we have an easy day for our Labor Day holiday. We've got the Wanderer. So with that Wanderer, what we've got going on is it's all about a leap of faith. So you need to understand the next chapter is already starting. And get ready. It's going to require you to trust your intuition rather than planning too far ahead. Leaves don't plan to grow, they just do. Grass doesn't plan to grow, it just does. So you're already in it. This is all about learning to trust yourself this week, okay? Just take it a step at a time. And Tuesday, it's going to be important. You've got the Hooded Man, which I just love this card because it's very much about downtime, alone time, and astrology really is underscoring the fact that get grounded today. It's going to serve you so well as the week goes on and some of these intense aspects kick up. For you to have a good understanding of, again, where are your wounds? What's the history? Because so often when somebody is standing in front of us, we react to what they're saying. 10% has something to do with them. 90% predates them. But the person in front of us suddenly gets both barrels. And there's going to be those aspects coming up this week. And that's why this Tuesday is so important to get your alone time, get grounded, be aware of where your sensitivities are. Be aware of where you need to take care of yourself and how you are capable of being strong and standing up for yourself. And that way you won't have to swap flies with cannonballs. Because on Wednesday, we've got the Four of Stones. And we've got the astrology that comes in with this as well. It's one where it's going to really do you well to have firm foundation underneath you. How much do you feel comfortable giving? Don't overgive. You'll wind up feeling taken advantage of. And if you have needs, are you comfortable asking for help without being emotionally attached to the yes answer? So it's that uncomfortable place of having your own needs or being feeling at the mercy of somebody else's. So today it's very much about balancing those two. All right? And then we move into Thursday, and it's the Five of Vessels. Now, what's interesting about this card is in the Wildwood Tarot, it upends the traditional tarot, and it speaks to the card meaning ecstasy. Fives are always creative. Vessels are heart. But in traditional tarot, this is the heartbreak card. Now, the way that I make sense of it for this is in order to feel the ecstasy of new love, of joy coming in, of new creative ventures, you have to be willing to let the old heartbreak flow. The more you keep a lid on it, keep it contained, the more you put a lid on everything. You can't put a lid on one thing without, numbing everything else out as well. So if you're willing to sit down and let yourself have a good cry today, let yourself release, you can get to the place where the new will have space and room to come in. So in order to get to the ecstasy, you have to let go of the heartbreak. Can you do that today? Get help if you need it, all right? Fives are always about creativity, so trust that intuition. Intuitive, vessels as well. So, all right, we're moving into Friday, which is the Eight of Stones. I love this card for so many reasons. One is the hand, love the hand. But this is one, 8s are always what you put out there comes back to you. And with the stones, it's tangible. So this is one where if you invest in learning today, be willing to listen. Be willing to learn from past mistakes. Be willing to look at what's been happening and see your part in it and see where you'd like to do better. And also be real as far as, what you would like to see from others, what would benefit you as well. Your needs have a place here. And in honoring them, you can speak up for them in a place where it's like, wow, I really am learning and growing. I have needs, they have needs, we come together, and look, there's something bigger that gets created. Because we're moving into Saturday, which is 8 of vessels, and this is the second 8 in a row, which is also signals a development not expected, which interestingly enough, it's Saturn and Neptune are exactly square, wrapping up this chapter that started November 26, 2015, today, on that Saturday. So a development not expected and the wrap up. Wow, okay, so this is all about rebirth. Birth is messy, by the way, and this could be emotional. It may not neatly contain itself the way that you want it to, but it's about a phoenix rising out of the ashes, something that you maybe thought was impossible could actually come to be, but it could do it in a way that you just don't expect. So be willing, be open. Have done your part this week to really clean house, emotional house, be aware of your own needs, your own wounds. You can be more sensitive about other people's, and then you have the added combination of being both kind to yourself and comforting that inner mother, as well as strong and taking a stand for yourself, that inner backbone, which is the father, so Neptune Saturn, and doing it in a way that doesn't shoot flies with cannonballs, that's way overcorrecting. All right, so be willing to move into that space, be open for the unexpected. It's been a long time coming, right? That rebirth. And then we move into Sunday and we've got the King of Stones. And this king speaks to the fact that now it's time to put it on a firm foundation. And part of putting it on a firm foundation is knowing that whenever there's emotional risk, all of those fears are going to come up. Remember, you had that rebirth, that unexpected new development. Well, it's very likely that your brain is going to go to work trying to game you that you can't trust this, you can't trust the opportunity, you can't trust the feelings. Yeah, not so much. Okay, get a handle. The kings put the captain hat on and says, I'm muscling through this. It's like, I'm going to trust this. I'm going to take it one day at a time. I'm part of creating this. This is not happening to me. This is happening for me. And I got this. All right? So don't let your fears come up. The astrology says the fears could very much come up, the self-doubt come up. Handle that. Put your captain hat on, muscle through it, and remember, you are always and forever the captain of your internal weather. All right? If you like more of this, please do visit me, truthinhand.com. There's plenty of more information about the astrology. There's the tarot card of the week. And again, there's a free, my gift to you, online sample of a hand analysis. I love to share what I love with you. All right, look forward